then it will go grab the one from the source, but we'll have to verify it.
Mm. Yeah, we will
Again, the
need to
one that
add that
gets purged,
safety.
it's
Well,
yeah,
here's the thing. With the one that gets purged, what I'm trying to do is if if it fails, I'm gonna do like Apollo cache write and then get it from the persistent current
okay,
user.
all right. Since
Right.
right now we're
Hmm.
not relying on Apollo Cache for the session, right?
No, we're not for this session.
So let's just remove all this library. So if you look up the code, the like if you do a global search for Apollo persist cache, I guess it's called yeah Apollo persist cache. Let me find it. So oh yeah, I'm typing it wrong. So we use that Apollo persist to only persist the user key to the storage, and this is the one that gets purged. So let's just remove it. We don't need it. We don't need to persist anything to the storage with Apollo, and we're not gonna be having this problem since now we're relying on the Firebase.
Okay, so let me just get
Okay,
this straight.
yeah, let me share my screen. So
Yeah, just because I found this code, so some of it I'm still wrapping my
yeah,
head
so this is the Apollo cache. You see this? This is Apollo cache.
on.
You see my code, right? So this Apollo cache, it's coming from here in memory cache. You can see it in memory
Mm-hmm.
Apollo client. We initiate a new instance. Here's it. We do all of this config and this is all stuff, but regardless, this is the Apollo cache that gets here in the Apollo client. Yeah. But we do like we pass this in memory cache to the persister. And
Mm-hmm.
the persister, it has this persistent mapper to tell it what to exactly persist.
Mm-hmm.
Like not persistent everything. And there's some code here, and it goes only for keys that you have this at persist. Those
Mm-hmm.
only the ones, these are the only the fields that gets persisted to the storage w- from
Correct.
the memory cache. So if we do a global search, we're only gonna find this one. This is what we persist, but what we're not gonna what we're gonna do right now. We're not gonna persist it or anything. We're not gonna have this persistor at all because let me
We don't. We like the only purpose for it was to basically know if the user onboarded or not. That's what we're using it
yeah
for.
yeah and let me find yeah so let me do this first to find. So for some reason, this function is being called, which it's in here. Like this is the library that's persisting that Persian the stored cache. See, so
Mm-hmm.
it's only the stored cache that get deleted, not the in-memory cache. If I let me let me find no, it's in development. Either this one or this one. Yeah. So hmm, yeah, this is the so this is the session we play where Todd got kicked out to onboarding, and if we go to the logs here, like it's gonna be somewhere here. Uh, Here's it. So you can see this, like, and you can tell here onboarded completed was true, and after like this purge being called, I keep losing it, but like after that log there, it starts to become null. You see,
Mm-hmm.
here's it. It was true here,
So that
and
purged user, that's or the persistent user started becoming null.
yeah, because we purge the cache storage. not the in memory. So the other issue where the lobby it's
and
not gonna
and
be.
and the persistent user query is that is where does that get its data from?
It's a it's a query that we have that we call. It's just we're not gonna persist it. So when we're gonna be calling it, when we're
It's
gonna
gonna
like,
call it from like the back
it's
end.
yeah, like there's a backend query that's called current user.
Mm,
That's where we get the current user. Oh no,
yeah, but
yeah,
I guess
no,
what I'm trying to say is
this one has
why were we persisting it in the to start with?
okay, this one has a client, this directive client. So meaning this is like it's sorry that this is not a backend, but like we can like from the client you can have a query, you can have a field. It's just we're not gonna persist it, so it's just gonna be all in memory.
Oh,
Yeah,
in memory, not in Apollo cache. Okay,
yep, yep, yeah.
so we just have to remove that app persistent.
Yeah, we're gonna remove anything that related to Apollo cache being persisted, and we're not gonna be having this issue because what was like the cache was purged. You can see it from the log. It's like clear here, like purged
Correct.
storage. It's coming from this library, so this
But
library wasn't a
why do we
problem.
persist it to begin with? That's I guess what I'm still not 100% clear about.
What
Like,
what
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 was the benefit before the changes
what was the benefit of what? Can you repeat the
of
question?
persisting it, the app persistent? Like,
To know whether the user signed in or not.
okay, and why couldn't we just use the memory cache in that case?
You can use the memory cache because as soon as you close the app, it's gone. Because
Oh,
you can close the app,
okay, okay,
it's gonna
okay.
be deleted. You're gonna open the app. There's no
Okay,
cache.
okay. So that's okay. Okay, that so I guess I confused myself. Okay, I see.
Mhm.
So that one is to keep it so that when user first log, but now how are we gonna populate that so that
Popular
so
one.
so the persistent user key or current user, right?
Mhm,
We used to store it on the device memory itself.
mhm.
Now we're not gonna store it on the device memory itself. We're gonna keep
No,
it over the
it's
cache.
not gonna be stored to the storage, disk storage, but it's gonna be stored to the memory.
Okay, so why did we add the app persistent? If it's going to be stored in memory, then why can we use that in onboarding as well?
I'm not sure I'm following. Like, why?
Okay, so you're saying that the app client stores it in cache, or
No,
we
I mean,
retrieve it
okay.
from
I mean,
cache?
let's pull up this. Okay, so we can all know what this means. All at client. Um, it's called directive, something like that. Here is it. The at client directive enables you to define and manage local state directly. So you can think of this like an Atom state. Like doing this, it's like just you have an Atom state, but you doing it through Apollo. That's it.
Yes.
And we were like doing okay and persist it, like have the Atom and persist it. It's
Persistent.
like,
Okay.
so all of this we can just
Okay.
replace it.
So now that we don't want to persist it, we'll just basically repopulate the atom every time we launch the app, and it only needs to be repopulated once, and then it can be used all over,
It's gonna
right?
I
Because
think yeah, we will need to do one more work than like because
well,
yes
since it's not persistent, it's going to be null when you first launch
yeah
the
it's
app.
gonna be null and we need it somewhere so it needed some changes here. Um, is this like current user query current user? Let me give me a second. Circles.
And that being said, why don't we just use an atom to store it now? Like, do is there any benefit from using it for using Apollo as a Atom state? Is there any advantages?
No, it just, yeah,
Because for me, it just seems more un um it doesn't follow
yeah,
the
I
structure of
agree
the
with
rest
you.
of the app.
Yeah, yeah.
Or if
Um,
you just use Atom, it will be more structured like the rest of the app is.
yeah, just like it's gonna require a little bit of refactoring because this is being used in a lot of
Yeah,
places.
I know. It's like
And
all over the app.
yeah, and well, there's like other solutions we can go with is okay, this is Jerry, you here?
What's up?
Like if you look into my like do we have a query that's called current user? I don't think.
Current user? No, I think that's just a local query. Like,
Yeah, that's a local query, that's right.
Yeah. So we're basically using this as an atom. So
Yeah,
like
it's being used
yeah,
as
they should have just created it as atom to begin with. I don't know why they didn't do that.
well, when this is was created, there was no atoms or states or anything. So
Uh,
Apollo was the one single truth of like the data,
yeah.
which is good, but it seems like causing problem. Um,
I mean, I guess it's not the best state management tool. I'll
yeah,
say
it's
that.
not. Yeah, yeah, it was not made for that for sure.
How
Um,
much refactor are we talking about?
Well, if it's manual, it'll be just repetitive work. You just have to make sure you don't miss anything because it just,
mhm.
as Amin mentioned, it's like all over the app. You just have to go everywhere where it's used. So it's not like hard work; it's busy work, and you just have to make sure you don't forget anything.
And it's not hard to identify everywhere. Like obviously we don't want to miss.
No, I think especially with I don't know, like AI might be able to handle it in terms of it's just repetitive work. You just find where it's used,
Yeah.
change the imports to be an atom, and change how you use it basically. So it's not anything crazy. It's just gonna take it's just tedious. That's I guess well the,
Okay.
the right
That's
word for it.
that's better than risky, like in terms of
I
you know
would say it'll be cleaner if we do that. It'll be like it'll follow the rest of the app. Like we have we're using a state management tool, a proper one. We should
Mhm.
probably use that for this as well. Um,
Okay.
I mean, I can do it. That's fine. I can
Okay.
go through it and do it.
Okay. And do you both agree that we should do this? This is going to be a more stable approach.
Yeah, we're gonna use what we use. Like Athens, they're more stable for state management rather than using Apollo as a state manager. Yeah, and yeah,
So all those in yellow are all where we rely on it.
yeah, when we need to change is yeah,
Okay. That's a lot. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of like as Ismail was saying, is not like hard work, more is repetitive work. So you're gonna be having this line of code being replaced by another line of code. So you just have to go manually one after the other and do the
Gotcha.
replace if you want to be safe, or let the AI do it, and you do the revise to make sure he got
Um,
everything.
okay. What if we you did half of them? Does everything still work okay, or is it like all or nothing? Has to be
No,
one.
it should be all or nothing. Like, because we can have a hybrid like approach for this. It's like
I guess
either
I
we,
meant more like
I mean, I
if
mean,
you
we can
accidentally.
kind of have it as a backup in case we forgot anything,
That's what I
but
mean. I meant like, yeah. Can the app everything function okay if like we missed one? It's not like
yeah, we shouldn't miss any.
yeah.
But yeah, we can leave it technically there
Okay.
until
I
we
don't
test
want to
it.
do that. I'm just thinking of like the worst case scenario. Um,
Yeah, I mean, if it's not used and if it's there and it's not used, it won't really affect the app. But as a fallback, yeah, I see what you mean. We can just leave it there. But then yeah, if it's all good, we should remove it. I mean,
yeah, I want to
yeah,
remove
I would
all of
say
it.
let's remove it. It's like hard to miss it if like because like it's we'll just like do a global search and go one by one. Yeah, I don't know.
mm,
Okay.
Um,
yeah, yeah, it's like it's very hard to like miss it as I mean. So like, and then also if you remove it, it'll tell you if the app crashes, you'll know. Where if you don't keep it, you might miss one and not know it. But
Okay.
yeah, no, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be too risky. It shouldn't be too risky. I feel like.
Okay. Okay. Well, so this maybe prevent unexpected crashes or logouts,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
just
It will
remove.
prevent. Um, you remember how we said we fixed the logouts, but it could be the the API call could return nothing because you don't have a user key.
Yeah,
This would fix that.
I see. Okay. Should we wait to release Build 90 publicly,
Oh
or is
yeah,
it?
we should definitely test it. Test.
No, I know, but like in light of everything you guys just discussed, because we
Um,
made a change.
well, maybe. You know why? Because I think I would rather have a user log out than not have a working app, and they don't
That's
know if
yeah.
they need to log out.
That's where I was going. Is it like a situation like that where we replace one problem with another, maybe equally or worse problem?
Yeah, yeah. I think yeah,
I
it
see.
would probably be a good idea to have all of them
O-
working before we do it because they are connected one way or the other.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I guess you volunteered, Ismail. So,
Yeah.
um,
I'll do it since I'm already working on this. It's fine.
okay. Okay. Awesome. Then I do have them in review. I have the apps. Danny put them in review, but I won't release them, and I'll wait for you to get this in there so we're safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I kind of interrupted, but do you guys have more to discuss about this? More strategizing?
No, I think we reached a conclusion that we should
Yeah.
probably move away from it altogether.
Okay.
Um, okay, so yeah, that being said, that means that persister probably we don't even need it at that point. So we can get rid of it altogether. Um, so yeah, that should make the refactoring even a little bit easier. Because
That's
I don't
good.
have to worry about handling the persister anymore.
Okay. Okay, good. Great. I mean, do you have any input about this? Any thoughts, questions?
No, like we covered like what would needs to be done. I think it's 90 nodes. Oh,
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so maybe this will be one of the last pieces too, and then we can move on to that new architecture. Does the new architecture interfere with any of that? Does everything go hand in hand? It's okay to do this?
yeah. I don't think this is all related to the React Native architecture.
Okay. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. So Ismail, did you have more to update then?
No, that's kind of where I'm at. I was in the middle of refactoring, but this kind of changes stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove everything related to persistent first in terms of Apollo cache, and then I'm gonna go back and go remove the stuff that I was trying to solve for the refactor because we don't need them anymore.
Hmm,
So technically, that should simplify things, if anything.
that's a good thing. Any
Um, so it's more like when you're gonna use the item, use the one from Josai, not Rico.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and then you said the AI tool identified some risky
Well, it was
spam.
related to this persister, the way it was set up.
It was all that.
Uh, like that was the main one, but now we're gonna get rid of it altogether.
Okay. Any was there any other insights that also?
Some stuff here and there, yeah, with like authentication and the retries and error handling. Not, I would say not as critical as the main one, but yeah, some improvements that we can still benefit from.
Okay. Okay. Maybe we can look at those tomorrow because we'll.
Yeah, let me, because I want to kind of go back and, like I said, I'm going to take a new approach on this now, so it probably would change a few things. So tomorrow I'd have a better what I did the list, because right now I need to kind of undo what I did and do it a different way. So
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Anything else you want to add?
not at the moment, no.
Okay. Okay, cool. Great. Let's move on. Thank you. I mean, I know we got some update. Did you have any more you wanted to share?
Oh no, that was it. Yeah, for today I'll just keep working on the SMS issue and small tasks that I had on the side. Let me see what I have. Yeah, mainly it's the one that's like the user get blocked after he tried to resend the code because of that expired
Yeah.
issue. So I'll be looking into that more.
Okay. I came across a couple of minor style things in onboarding that are not urgent, but I'll put them in a message and see if
Okay.
it's easy to address. Um, but we did have a question. You were answering it yesterday. Let's see. I need to refresh my memory 1 second. Oh yeah. The WhatsApp text. So I didn't quite understand your response. So you're saying I know where the text comes from, but my question is it normal? So like if I send you an iMessage invite, the iMessage has my text. If I say hi, I mean download circles. That's a separate text in a blue bubble, and then below that is our whole like image invite thing.
So you send like two messages?
Yeah, that's iMessage. That's how and Android does it.
Mm.
Um, I just when I saw this screenshot from one of our users in South Africa, I was confused by how WhatsApp put the message inside the image, kind of like is that normal? Like you're used to seeing that?
Yeah, that's normal. Not only the image, like the image, it was like a preview of the link,
Yeah.
and the text can go to an image, to a video, whatever you share. You can like attach a message to it like that.
Okay. So, like in our case, in the screenshot I sent you, it says "Get this app," just a very short text message. If I were to write a paragraph, many lines, those would all appear just like it would just push the height of this whole thing up. Is that right?
Yeah, like the preview of the link will be at the top and the text at the bottom, and whatever how long the text it is.
Oh, okay, and that's normal. So if
Yeah.
you expect to see, because when I look at it, it's kind of buried, and I'm wondering how much of this is contributing to users not engaging with it. Like, I guess I wouldn't be clear that in this case, Amy, the girl who sent this message, wrote "Get this app." To me, it looked like it was just part of this whole like advertisement, basically. Like it kind of looked, the whole thing just looks like a marketing promotional thing, and her message is just kind of invisible in a sense. But you would that stand out to you that that was from this user?
It will stand out because you are in the conversation with that user. It's not because to see that message, you need to be inside that conversation, and you have the image at the top, the name, so
Yeah,
not promotion. It's from your friend if you know him
I know.
or
Yeah, I would know it's from her. But okay, see how it says like there's like 5 lines right here. We got Amy invites you to circles on one line, and then it's see what's hot. It's kind of like a tagline. Then there's a link, invite.circles.com. Then there's more text, get this app. Then there's another link. And I don't use WhatsApp. So when I look at this, I would have no idea that any portion of that was actually typed out manually by my friend.
oh no, it's visible like you can see like the get this app was typed.
You can see that. Okay. To me, it does not read to me like that. It does not. It's
Because like the whole other stuff, it's like from the link preview.
okay. And that would be a common interpretation, you think?
I
The same.
would say
No.
I would say yes, but we can like if we don't like how because it's crowded with a lot of text, what we can do is not for WhatsApp to not have any meta informations there, like the
Yes.
title and the see what's we can remove it
Should we?
if you want to. I
What do
mean,
what's your experience tell you?
it's gonna look cleaner,
Mhm.
but as for me, like since I know this person and the link looks not sketchy or anything, then I know like that's coming from the link. The Amy invites you to circles. I know that's coming from a link. Well,
Mm,
that's me because I know like how links, fetches, and previews works.
mm.
But overall, I know like the text that was typed out, the one you see, that's white.
Okay. Okay. Um,
Also, like the whole card is clickable. Like when
True.
it's like this, like the whole thing is clickable. Anywhere you tap is it opens the link.
We're just not getting a lot of clicks, and I don't know if it's because of technical issues or like the message isn't landing. Um, is it possible to separate these like an iMessage? Like I don't know if we can configure it
Mm,
to where get this
no,
out like its own like two messages.
no, we can't.
Mm.
The user will need to open WhatsApp twice.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll do more experiments with it. Okay. Anything else? Do you have any questions or anything?
No, it's okay.
Oh, good. Okay. All righty then. Why don't you and Ismail, why don't you guys drop off? Sounds like you guys have plenty to focus on.
John,
Um,
did you want to ask about the Huawei thing real
oh
quick?
yeah. One more question. I mean, okay, can you go phrase it, Jerry?
Um, what will it take for us to refactor the app for Huawei phones?
Refactor.
Be to be available in the Huawei App Store, right?
Yeah,
Is that what the question was?
correct.
Hmm.
Like, would we have to dump Firebase?
Yeah, because like there's no five Google stuff there, so we'll have.
Could we leave it and just put another layer of something else there, or are we talking like a big refactor?
The refactor is gonna be mostly for onboarding, specifically for the auth,
Mm.
and we're gonna be having not like another layer, but like a conditional layer that's gonna be there if we detect this is a Huawei. But yeah, I would not say like it's straightforward. I mean, um, we need some good changes to the how we doing auth and Firebase because like we have that app check, we have the Firebase and all of that. So we're not gonna be using all of that. So yeah,
Okay, well,
it's
it's not really like
mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's more than 10% of our issue, Jerry.
Hmm.
Maybe
Oh,
15.
Also to add more, it's not just the app. The backend needs to
Yeah,
do something just to handle it.
it's not enough of a um, contribution to it's to explain why we're not getting any downloads. Like it's still too small of a percentage because I look at all the session replays. There's not that many Huawei's,
hmm.
you know.
Well, there's not many Huawei's. I would say is because a lot of Huawei's don't have Play services too. They wouldn't get the app to begin with.
Well, I mean, I see them, and I see them not make it in.
Yeah, there's some that have Play services, and there's some that don't.
That's
Like
true.
they're like an in between. Like they could have anything
Yeah,
between
that's
Play services and nothing.
right. The ones that I'm seeing have Play
Mhm.
Store. Well, wait a minute. Do you have to have it to get to even download from the Play Store?
So you download it from the Play Store, but I think you could not have like app check or something.
Right, and that would explain why I see Huawei's that have downloaded, but then they get stuck.
Hmm.
But I still see the downloads, and it's not that many. But maybe there's more that I don't see because they never got to the Play Store. Maybe they got some kind of 500 error or whatever.
Hmm.
There's a lot of possibilities. Okay. All right. Well, let's think about that a little bit. I'm going to try and get some more locals to help. Okay. So yeah, I mean, and Ismail, once you guys drop off, and then I'll stay here. Actually, Jerry, give me about 30 minutes. I'll meet you back here in 30, and then I want to dive into some of those numbers and investigate.
Okay, just let me know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, about 30. So I'll just I'll
Mhm.
put them back to
Got it.
you. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks. Just keep me posted on how things go, and we'll talk later.
Sounds good.
Yeah.